What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over the best man beating play in the game that will beat bench press as well, depending on the shading that they do. So we're going to be using the Carolina Panthers offensive playbook. This play, as far as how I like to set it up, it only requires one adjustment behind it. Other than that, it's basically a good quick snap play. But we're going to be going into flood. Now, we have made some changes to the personnel and the people that are on the Chiefs. We've got Davante Adams, we've got Michael Thomas. A recommendation I would say for this bunch is to have 2 route technicians at the minimum. One is usable, but you're going to be limited to what routes that you can throw. So 2 is going to be preferred, 1's usable. So we've got Michael Thomas in at the slot over here, and we've got Davante Adams as the lone side receiver. And they both have route technician on them. Now, the play we're going to be using is going to be flood. We're going to be going against the big dime 1-4-6 cover 2 man. Everybody knows it's either cover 1 robber press or it's cover 2 man. It's the same exact adjustments. There's no difference between it. Most people drop their safeties into curl flats, or in this case, they'll drop the linebacker that's blitzing into a curl flat, drop the safety that they aren't using into a curl flat, and give up a touchdown. In man coverage, it's about reading where they're setting their curl flats to. Oftentimes, people are going to set them to 20 and then just adjust from there, especially against gun bunch. You may set them to 20, 25 in preparation for mesh post. But other than that, read and react according to what depth they're setting it at. Also, it's crucial that you read these safeties. These safeties are going to either give you a one-play touchdown, or they're going to take away a one-play touchdown and force you to play more underneath with the balls that you throw. That's wrong word. And so the only thing we got to do right here is put Y on an option route. So YY, LT, or triangle, triangle, L2. And you guys can see right there, this will beat man coverage every single time. Reason being is because it's this, if I can click over to him, it's this guy right here, Bentley, that is manned up to the running back. And since he's already on the wrong side of the field to begin with, he's going to get out leveraged, and it's going to be a completion every single time. So we'll press, and most people like to shade over the top, unless they have bench press, and they just go and press your life away. And then we'll just snap the ball. I know I can hit this running back. I know I can hit Davante Adams. I know I can hit Michael Thomas. And depending on the shading and what they do as zones, I could potentially hit Tyreek Hill for a one-play touchdown. So the final piece is motion him out. This is a shade over top, no press. We'll low point pass to RB. You probably need to wait a lot longer than what I did. But if you low point it, it's a pretty simple completion. So again, press, shade over top. Y, our running back on an option route, motion out Tyreek Hill, snap the ball. We'll wait a little bit longer. RB, you can see right there, low point dot every single time, easy completion. We'll look for Davante Adams. We'll look for our running back. So we'll press, shade over, and then we'll show off when you can start hitting one-play touchdowns. This is going to rely on them screwing up on defense. So be patient. They will eventually screw up, okay? So we'll look for X, low point pass it, dot, every single time. In routes with route technician, out routes with route technician will beat man coverage. On top of that, we have this option route. So we'll go and press, shade over top, snap the ball. We'll look for Y, pass lead it to the outside. And you can see right there, off to the races we go. And somehow that deep half's actually able to come down to the flats. But you can see there's lots that you can just spread out. Now, let's say they go ahead and press and start dropping this guy into curl flat. And often they'll drop bricks into curl flat. If they're doing this, guys, just audible to gun bunch HB strong and run inside zone. Force them to get out of this garbage defense and just make their life miserable, okay? So they may start doing this and using Devin McCourty, okay? They are going to use in the middle of the field in anticipation of that in route. So if they press and they don't do any sort of shading, we're going to go ahead and put Y on an option. I'm going to just say Davante Adams is going to be bagged, okay? We're not going to throw it to him because we'd assume they would user it. No shading, one-play touchdown. Snap the ball, bang. Pass lead up into the outside, inside, and you can see Tyreek Hill because there's a speed difference between the two. Motion snaps don't get pressed out of this play. They're giving up a one-play tutty. With that, we have to kind of react to what they are doing on defense. If you notice that they're dropping that deep half and taking it into a curl flat, then that's when you're going to start hitting them over the top. The only key is if they go ahead and shade over the top, and let's just drop these safeties into curl flat, that one-play touchdown will no longer be there. And now we want to force them to start respecting this option route. or potentially the in route ran by Davante Adams. We're going to assume they have their curl flats set to about 10 or 15 yards, and so we're not going to look for Michael Thomas. So motion him out, motion snap, look for the option route. As soon as he cuts to the outside, you can throw that for a gain of about 10 yards because, again, we're thinking that they're going to have their curl flat set to 10. So this is a really good quick snap play. As long as you just put Y on an option, you're going to have tons of different options available for you guys. We'll go ahead and start showing you a little bit of drop depths as well. We need to go in coaching adjustments, go down to our curl flats. Let's just set them to 10, something like that. Okay, we'll go back into big down 146, flood, press, both safeties into curl flats. So sometimes use this guy or put him into spy, whatever. We'll go ahead and drop him into, we'll just keep him on a blitz for now. Run it basically stock. Why did that guy get dropped into the zone? And press. This is non-shaded over the top. Option route. Motion him out. Snap the ball. They're set to 10 yards, so we're not going to be able to hit the out route, but if we pass lead that to the inside, again, one play touchdown. We also have the in route as well, so we'll go ahead and press. As soon as it lets us press, drop these safeties into curl flats. Option. Snap the ball. This is a no shade. We'll look for Davante Adams on low point pass. You can see unless they user that, no chance in them taking that whatsoever. So press, safeties into curls. And as always, let's go ahead and shade over top. And they like to shade inside too. We've got the option route as well. So this just is an overall very difficult play to stop if they want to continuously run man coverage. Now, I don't know why he's playing under 10 yards. EA Sports, it's in the game. But it's not easy. Most people just press and then they'll set their zones to what they want. You can catch them slipping for an easy one play tutty if they are not on the correct person. So really simple quick snap play. There's going to be lots of different things you guys can utilize for man beating. This play, it's good against zone. I don't like it so much against zone because they could just double flat or Mabel one side of the field and have a third on that side and then completely take away your bunch. As long as they have this guy manned up and it's a safety to the running back, they could use him and then just take away your play altogether if they're running zone coverage. So just a little bit of tidbit of information. Probably the best man beater we have out there. You got to read to what they're doing with shading, read to what they're doing with their zone drops, and then react accordingly. In a separate video, I'm going to be talking about some dead giveaways to know when they are shading over the top versus shading underneath, or just no shading whatsoever and just a simple press. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be talking about that for the offensive side of the ball. And be on the lookout for more disengaged blitzes to come out. I was going to do one today, but practice mode for some reason stopped cooperating. So we're going to be in the lab a little bit more. Also, one final thing, I want to remind you guys, there's going to be a defensive ebook and an offensive ebook. I promise you, it's going to be absolute gold dropping here in a couple weeks. I'm shooting for sometime the first week in October. That's kind of the goal that I have set. But for sure, it's going to be dropping the second week. No question, it will be out by then. So, appreciate every single guys. That's going to be, by the way, for members only, okay? Hi, Blue. Hello. It's going to be for members only. That's not going to be a free ebook. We'll continue posting mini schemes, defensive tips, offensive money plays, etc. for you guys. But I'm going to end this video. It seems like Blue has to go potty. So this has been T-Meister. See ya.